Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, hustlers and dreamers, believers and worriers, I'm here today to deliver a message that's simple, powerful, and potentially life-changing. Don't be afraid to start. Sounds easy, right? Like something you could stitch onto a pillow or post on Instagram with a fire emoji. But let's be brutally honest. Some of us have been about to start since the dinosaurs went extinct and Noah was building his ark. If procrastination was a sport, we'd have Olympic medals and sponsorship deals. Let me guess, you've got a brilliant idea, a world-changing invention, a business plan written on napkins, a novel that's been living in your head rent-free for 5 years, a YouTube channel you already named, branded, and designed a logo for without uploading one video, a podcast idea that's just waiting for better audio equipment, an online course you could teach in your sleep, maybe even a new hairstyle you've been stalking on Pinterest since 2019. But every time you're about to take that first step, boom! Out comes your list of award-winning excuses. I'm not ready. What if I fail? It's not the right time. Mercury is in retrograde. My dog ate my motivation. I'll start next Monday. And that magical Monday, it becomes a myth. Like Atlantis, like Area 51, like the one time you said just one more episode. But here's the truth that sets dreamers free. You don't need to be ready. You just need to be brave. Bravery isn't loud. It doesn't come with theme music. Sometimes it's just whispering, let's go, when everything inside you is screaming, stay, start scared, start unsure. But whatever you do, start. Let me start with a confession. You are not lazy. No, you're not. You are not cursed. You're not unlucky. You are just human. The hardest part of doing anything great is not finishing. It's starting. Ask anyone at the gym. The hardest weight to lift is your own butt off the couch. Starting is hard because starting makes you vulnerable. It exposes you to failure, judgment, embarrassment, and worse, you're asking, so how's that business you said you started in 2022? But let me tell you this, greatness begins at the starting line, not at the finish line. Think about it. Every billionaire you admire, every artist you quote, every athlete you worship, at some point, they were just a beginner with a scary dream and shaky hands. Even Beyonce wasn't born Beyonce. She started singing in a group called Girls' Time. They lost on Star Search. Yes, Queen Bee lost, but she didn't stop. And now look at her selling out stadiums and charging rent just to blink. You know what really stops people from starting? Not failure. It's the fear of looking stupid. Let's tell the truth in church today. You're not afraid your idea won't work. You're afraid people will see it not working. You're scared someone will watch you stumble, laugh when you mispronounce a word, or roll their eyes when you post your first video and only get 2 likes, one from your mom and the other from a random bot. But here's the good news. Looking stupid is part of the process. Nobody starts as an expert. Nobody begins as a genius. And guess what? Even the geniuses look dumb at the beginning. Do you think Mark Zuckerberg built Facebook overnight with no bugs, no stress, no coffee spills on his laptop? Please! That man probably Googled how to build a website the night before launching. Elon Musk? He admitted he learned rocket science from books and YouTube tutorials. And let's not forget, Oprah was told she was unfit for TV. Imagine that. Oprah! And you're holding back because your cousin with 2 followers might laugh at your post? Please. That cousin still lives with his mother and can't find his socks. Here's your permission slip. Be awkward. Be uncertain. Be the rookie. Look silly. Say the wrong thing. Use the wrong font. Post the ugly thumbnail. But start. Because here's the liberating truth. Nobody is thinking about you as much as you think they are. Everyone's too busy worrying about their own insecurities, their own bald spots, and their own failures to really care if your first step is clumsy. So go ahead, trip forward. Just make sure you fall in the direction of progress. Can I crush a myth real quick like Hulk smash it? There is no such thing as the perfect time. There is only now, not later, not next week, not when you get promoted, not when the kids go to college, not when your bank account is as thick as your excuses, just now. We love to lie to ourselves with sweet-sounding delay tactics. I just need to get my life together first. My friend, people in their 60s are still trying to get their life together. If you're waiting for all the lights to turn green before you leave the house, guess what? You'll never leave. You think you need more time, more confidence, more money? Listen carefully. More money comes when you start. More confidence grows when you start. More time reveals itself when you stop wasting it thinking about starting. Let me ask you something. Did you feel ready the first time you drove a car? No! You were clenching the wheel like it was a lifeline, praying not to kill a pedestrian. Your foot was on both pedals at once, and you looked in every mirror 3 times before pulling out of the driveway. But now, you drive one-handed while eating chips, changing the playlist, and arguing with your GPS. Not recommended, but still. You didn't wait until you were confident. You got confident because you started. Waiting is a trap dressed in logic. It's the cousin of fear wearing a calendar. So what if conditions aren't perfect? A baby bird doesn't wait for clear skies to learn how to fly, it jumps. So jump, start now, because perfect timing is just procrastination in a tuxedo. Now, I'm not asking you to go out and launch the next Amazon tomorrow. That's how you burn out. I'm saying start small, start scrappy, start ugly. You want to write a book? Start with a paragraph. You want to open a restaurant? Sell food from your kitchen. You want to be a motivational speaker? Start by motivating your dog. Every empire begins with a brick. And if you lay one brick every day, one day you'll look up and realize you've built a palace. I once met a guy who wanted to start a clothing brand. For 3 years, he talked about his logo, his business cards, his marketing strategy, but never sold one t-shirt. Then I met a kid who printed a few shirts with his cousin's iron and sold them from his backpack in high school. That kid now runs a 6-figure streetwear business. Why? Because he started. Ideas don't make you successful. Action does. Let's talk about that scary word we avoid like a gym membership after New Year's failure. Oh, chills, right? But hear me out. Failure is not fatal. It's not the end of the road. It's not a red stamp that says you're useless. No, failure is just tuition. It's the price of admission to success. It's like paying rent to the universe for the space your dreams are trying to grow in. Yes, you might mess up. You might launch a business and lose money. You might start a YouTube channel and get 11 views, 8 of them from your mom refreshing the page. You might give a speech and forget your lines. You might even trip and fall in public. But guess what? You'll live. People don't die from failure. They die from fear of failure. And worse, they die with their dreams still locked inside because they were too afraid to try. Let me remind you, Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. And when they asked him, how did it feel to fail 1,000 times? He said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. I just found 1,000 ways that won't work. That's the energy you need. That's the mindset of someone who refuses to let failure have the last word. Every master was once a disaster. Every expert was once a beginner who burned the toast, crashed the website, or forgot to press record. But they kept going. They learned, adjusted, and improved. So go ahead, fail fast. Fail forward. Fail funny. Laugh at yourself. Wipe the egg off your face and say, at least now I know better. Because the only real failure is quitting. You know what most people do with their dreams? They put them in cold storage, like chicken in the freezer. Then one day they look up and there's 72 and say, you know, I once had an idea for an app that delivered groceries. Sir, that's called Instacart now. You're late. The graveyard is full of dreams that never saw daylight, but not yours, not after today, because I'm here to tell you, starting is your superpower. Not talent, not money, not luck, starting. The people you admire started with less than you, and they started while afraid, confused, broke, and unqualified, but they started, and that's what made all the difference. Now let me give you some practical, slightly ridiculous, but effective tips to start. A, set a stupidly small goal. Want to write a book? Start by writing 100 words. That's less than a long tweet. Want to work out? Do 5 jumping jacks. You'll feel so silly you might do 10 more. The brain just needs momentum. B, tell someone who believes in you. Accountability is powerful. Don't tell the cousin who says, that's dumb. Tell the friend who cheers even your worst ideas like it's Shark Tank. C, reward yourself like a puppy. Did you do 10 minutes of work? Treat yourself to 10 minutes of Netflix. Train your brain like a dog. Do trick, get treat. It works. D, talk to yourself like a coach, not a critic. Your inner voice shouldn't be a bully. If your self-talk sounds like Simon Cowell on a bad day, change the script. Speak to yourself the way you'd encourage your best friend. This might sound mystical, but hear me out. When you start, even with trembling hands and dry lips, the universe notices. Opportunities appear. People show up. Doors open. Resources come. It's like the world whispers, oh, they're serious now. But the world can't help you if you're hiding. The wind can't push a parked car. You gotta move. Let me leave you with this powerful truth. Your courage to start will give someone else permission to start. There's someone watching you, someone who sees your strength, your honesty, your effort. And when you start, they'll think, if they can do it, maybe I can too. That's how you change the world, one brave beginning at a time. So today, make a promise, not to be perfect, not to be fearless, but just to start. Start messy. Start scared. Start small. Start late. Start early. Start tired. Start broke. Start confused. Start unqualified. Just start. Because your dream deserves more than your hesitation. It deserves your effort, your energy, your action. You were not born just to pay bills and scroll on your phone. You were born to create, lead, build, write, inspire, teach, learn, laugh, and live. So whatever it is, the idea, the plan, the dream, the side hustle, the book, the blog, the dance, the business, the call, the apology, the application, the risk, the new chapter, start it. And when you look back 6 months from now, you'll thank yourself for not waiting another day. Now get out there and show fear what happens when a lion wakes up. Thank you